Welcome back to CKTV.
Today we'll be talking about
Robotics, Neil Schusterman's visit and the band honors,
8th grade rocket lab and passion projects,
the astronomy overnight,
and so much more.
So get ready, cranes. CKTV starts now. Good morning, MSB. I'm Aiden McElroy.
And I'm Marco Q. You're watching CKTV.
Today is May 7th, 2026.
And we're coming to you from the CKTV studio. So let's get to it.
In all school news, our two 8th grade robotics teams, 38A and 38X, just finished competing in the VEX Worlds in St. Louis, Missouri.
At Worlds, teams are divided into divisions. Each division is named after a crucial part of robotics.
Team 38A, which includes Gibran, Ethan, and Burhan, and Ronik, was in the arts division.
And Team 38X was made up of Cameron, Vengozi, Josh, and Joe, which was in the math division.
Our teams placed very highly by both being in the top 175 in the skills and being in the top placements of their division.
Yep, 38A even got the chance to play against world champions and the only team in the world to prevent them from getting a solo autonomous win point.
In VEX IQ Robotics, our team from MSG had their team 36C plays very well in the Worlds. They are ranked 35th in the division, barely missing division final.
In other school news, our sci-fi author Neil Schusterman came to Cranbrook a few weeks ago to answer questions and give a speech about his work.
At the assembly he held at the girls' school, he talked about his novels and answered audience questions.
He held an author's workshop after the assembly where he taught writing topics such as dialogue and pacing. A few weeks ago, a sign was added to our walls just outside the lunchroom. We interviewed Miss Rodriguez off camera for more.
Mrs. Rodriguez stated that the sign features Cranbrook's school mission statement, engraved into wood in a way that feels both grounded and aspirational. Surrounding the words are cranes in flight, with several extending beyond the frame and onto the wall itself.
I also shared that the piece invites people to pause, reflect, and reconnect with our shared purpose. It was made specifically for MSB in our space.
In a few weeks back, several middle school band students represented the U.S. at the District for Honors Band. This is a select assembly made up of 7th and 8th grade musicians from across our area.
From MSB, we had Oliver Obeid on the alto saxophone, Leo Chen on percussion, and Noah Nguyen also on percussion. During the competition, the middle school groups were given 21 first division ratings and 4 second division ratings. A fantastic showing by our performance art department. And now let's get into grade level news.
Starting off with 8th grade news, our 8th graders are working hard on their passion projects. The passion projects showcase on May 28th from noon to 2 p.m. The showcase will bring in guests that are invited by the 8th graders, including families, friends, and neighbors.
Guests are supposed to park at the Cranwell Institute of Science, and a shuttle will be provided to bring them to MSB Gym. Students have completed steps 1 through 4 from their assignments and are now working on topics they have chosen from.
Last week, 8th graders got a chance to launch rockets from the science class, as did a part of their motion unit, studying acceleration and velocity.
The only materials they used were plastic tubes, a rocket tip, a bicycle pump, and a stopwatch, and pressure cap. Somehow, using just these simple materials, the rockets went up an amazing 320 feet in the air.
Students used different pressure caps to run multiple tests on and gather data. They had to find the time rockets spend in the air and the acceleration and velocity of the rocket. And the boys had a great time applying their knowledge in this way.
In both 7th and 8th grade news, finals are coming up for 7th graders in only algebra. One student will have a final exam. For 8th graders, all students will have 2 or 3 of these final exams. Those classes are Algebra 1, Geometry, English, Language, and Language classes.
Math classes will have a written exam that is just like a long test. 8th grade language classes will have a project that is food related that will be decided by their teacher.
And as previously mentioned, 8th grade English will be creating their passion projects that will extend over 8 weeks for their final. Best of luck as we gear up for finals, Cranes.
In 7th grade news, the past Friday, after being rescheduled many times, the 7th grade boys and girls schools got together to have the astronomy overnight.
They went through many astronaut training exercises, such as building robots, trying to land balloons on target, and trying to shoot baskets while spinning on angle. They built halos in their Artemis groups and participated in previously chosen activities in their Apollo groups.
They worked and slept in the MSG and late at night went through the woods in the CIS. In the CIS, they went through many stations going over things they learned about the class and applying them to real-life examples. They were able to go to the big CIS telescope, but unfortunately the sky was too cloudy and they were not able to see anything.
Once they got back, they finished up building and decorating their halos, which were judged by the Brookside students this past Monday. They had pizza for dinner, then they slept in the sleeping pods they chose, in the sleeping bags they brought.
That morning, they woke up, had breakfast, and went to participate in their chosen astronaut activities. Those consistent of those things like rocketry, one-on-one, on target, and roving the moon. They were picked up afterwards, and then they were able to show off their parents' halos.
In other 7th grade news, April brought a new club launch called the GeoGuessr Club. It was formed by and is run by 7th grader Ami Oshlovsky, along with co-founder Lewis Wolf.
The club is open on Mondays to 7th grade boys. In the club, they play GeoGuessr with each other and learning winning strategies to correctly guess. The boys can join the club by bringing their computer to the commons room during lunch on Mondays. Reporter Marco Q sat down with 7th grade Ali Olchovsky to hear about the club.
Ami, tell me, what is GeoGuessr?
It's a game where you get an image and you have to try and locate where you are based off the clues around you. It's also based off Google Maps. So if you get say perhaps China, it's the biggest country without Google Street View, you'll most likely never get China.
Why did you start GeoGuessr?
I wanted to play with others and I wanted to show others this amazing experience.
Ami and Lewis intended for this to be a fun experience for students who enjoy geography and those who have fun playing GeoGuessr with their friends.
The club does not require you to sign up or even have a GeoGuessr account. You can bring food and eat at the commons during the club as long as you clean up after yourself.
GeoGuessr Club is an exciting new addition to lunch period and will be interesting to see how it grows.
Now, on to 6th grade news. In 6th grade English, students recently did a court case project after reading the book, The Most Dangerous Game. They looked at how events in the story could be viewed in the U.S. court system.
After that, students were divided into defense and prosecution groups with roles of defending or prosecuting characters from the stories. They worked on arguments and analyzed evidence in order to persuade a judge. The project ended with a mock trial where a legal professional delivered final verdicts.
In other 6th grade news, last week on May 1st, James Vovey from the Cranbrook Institute of Science visited the MSB to give the 6th grade boys a lesson on invasive species in the Great Lakes.
After a short lesson, students were given a challenge to stop the spread of sea lampreys working in grooves. Students divided plans and built prototypes based on their design.
And now it's time for sports with Sasha. Sasha?
This is you, Aiden and Marco. Hey there, Cranes. I'm Sasha Shung, here with all your middle school sports news. In sports news, basketball, lacrosse, and track and field hockey are about halfway through their spring season. Track and field had their first meet canceled, but have had 2 meets since then. Their meet against Ferndale turned into a tri-meet with Oak Park, and their second meet took place earlier this week against Anderson. Lacrosse has had 6 games so far with a record of 5-1 and are away today against Liggett Middle School. Good luck, Cranes. And as for our middle school teams, the middle school baseball teams, they have had 6 games this season and will also take on University Liggett later tonight. We encourage you to show up and cheer on our Cranes. Tomorrow afternoon, the boys will take on the girls softball teams in a friendly girls versus boys scrimmage at the varsity fields. Now, we're going to kick it over to Mr. McMichael for the Mr. McMichael Minute.
What up, Cranes? It's time for the McMichael Minute or so. I'm with Mr. Hughes here, and we're at the Nest to find out all the great things that are happening. Let's go check it out. Come on. So, Hughes, what are these blue and green things?
So they're called multiple things, but squat racks, squat cages, benches area. We got 4 great things to do multiple compound lifts, back squats, bench presses, incline presses, squat pulls, rack pulls, all sorts of things like that. We got tons of storage for weights and barbells, and it's just a great new piece of equipment for us from Keppel to really enhance our athletes and our students.
Fantastic. What else we got? Oh, we got a squat rack.
Well, that was the squat rack. We got the leg press.
Leg press machine.
Leg press. We're gonna rack out some weight. Leg press is my favorite machine. This was somebody's PR that'll do one-legged. Woo! So this is a great machine to
show calf press, Chris.
Calf raise.
There you go, calf raise.
Calf raise right here. Don't skip friends. Don't let friends skip leg days. Okay.
Friends don't let
friends skip leg days. Leg press is a great machine. It's pretty safe until it's not. So make sure you got a spotter. Then over here we have, again, new to us, dumbbells. This is a dynamic place to do different things for upper body, lower body. It's all about adapting and building strength in different ways. Then we have new to us again, and I'm excited to do kettlebells, swings, and different things like that will just, again, build dynamics and build a better rounded, more well-rounded athlete. We have our cardio layer here to build up endurance and strength in different ways. And this is just going to overall build our athletes and our students and push them to the physical limits of their mind and their body. So this place is going to be a place where we are building and growing as one. We are setting personal records. We are building each other up. And then our sports teams will come in here and do the same thing and start building a culture of community and team. And it's not just me doing it, it's me doing it for my teammates or for my classmates. So we're really excited about the Nest and the changes that this has brought, and we're just so happy that we're able to do this. So come into the Nest, come in, find me or Mr. McMichael or Mr. Lublin. We'll teach you lifts, we'll have some fun, we'll get absolutely yoked. Let's go.
Remember, crane soar.
Aim high.
Thanks for that, Mr. McMichael. That's about it for all of our middle school sports news. We'll have our last set of sports updates for you on our last show of the year. Back to you guys at the news desk. Aiden and Marco?
Thanks for that, Sasha.
Yes, thanks, Sasha. Finally, 2 weeks ago, the 8th graders had the opportunity to choose their electives for 9th grade.
Students got to choose from classes like weaving, speech, movement and conditioning, and even fashion design.
He sent Nolan Bradley into the halls to ask about 8th grade electives.
Strolling, Nolan. All right, I'm here with.
Peter Ortwine.
What class did you choose to take next year in 9th grade?
Ceramics.
Why'd you choose that?
My brother told me it was fun, and yeah, I wanted to take an art that'd be fun. Also not too hard though, so yeah.
What elective did you choose for 9th grade?
Computer science.
Why'd you choose that?
I thought it would be interesting to learn about coding, and I thought it would also be helpful for robotics, which is an elective I'm passionate about.
How long have you done robotics?
Since 5th grade.
What class did you choose to take in 9th grade, Max?
Drawing.
Why'd you choose drawing?
Well, because I want to do painting later and maybe some digital photography after that.
What elective did you choose for 9th grade?
I chose drawing and fashion design.
Why'd you choose those?
I've always had like a passion for art and specifically drawing, and fashion design has always been like a really big part of my art and like inspirations and stuff.
What elective did you choose for 9th grade?
Drawing.
Why'd you choose drawing?
Well, I like drawing.
Have you ever made anything yourself?
In terms of fashion, I've never really made stuff before, so I'm really excited to try that out.
What elective did you choose for next year?
Speech.
Why'd you choose speech?
It's a cool class, and it like teaches me how to talk to people and like get people like hooked on to an idea and interest them into an idea.
What elective did you choose to take in 9th grade?
I chose to take speech
Why'd you choose speech?
because I feel like I'm really good at public speaking.
I chose video production and drawing.
Why'd you choose those?
Drawing I really like. It just it calms me down. And video production, I like to take photos, so I thought I would try it out.
So what elective did you choose to take in 9th grade?
In 9th grade, I chose to take video production.
Did you choose that because you were inspired by our videos?
No.
Oh.
Thanks, guys, for enrolling. That's it for Stroll and Nolan.
Thanks for that highly entertaining piece, Nolan.
And speaking of electives,
6th and 7th graders also have their chance to sign up for the electives they'd like to have here at the MSB next year.
we may be biased, but we highly recommend DVP.
Well, that brings us to the end of our show. If you haven't already,
be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get notifications for all our new episodes and other news stories about CKMSB.
You can find us on YouTube at CKTV CKMSB.
Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Marco Q.
And I'm Ian McElroy. Have a great rest of your day, Cranes, and as always, aim high.